Arkeisha and I talked, and so she decided the least emotional way to do this is we're going to do like a question and answer. So we're going to make it through.
But I think I'm probably still going to be emotional.
Yeah. So we're just going to get started with, I can talk forever about Arkeisha. She's an amazing person. I love her dearly. She's a fantastic mother. I mean, when I talk to people about Hillcrest, I talk about so many of you guys, but you guys all know that. But this girl does amazing things. She gets up, she works overnight, she rocks it out during the day, taking care of, because even though she's worked all night, she still comes home to a 2-year-old. So she is there to take care of her, and she just really does a great job. Her apartment is spotless all the time. Her budget is totally perfect all the time. So she's really something else. But anyway, and those aren't the reasons I like her. I like her as a person. So I just, she's just been such a great person to talk to and during our meetings and just to get to know. I love her story. I love how she's really funny, even though you probably don't think you are. But yeah, she tries to be quiet, but she's actually really funny. So anyway, so we'll just get started right off on some of the things about her. So where she started, what life looked like before entering Hillcrest.
Life felt unstable and uncertain. I was carrying a lot emotionally, mentally, and financially while trying to care for my children and figure out my next steps. Many days were stressful because I was worried about housing, stability, and creating a better future for myself and my family.
Okay. So I want to mention Miss Jill here, a counselor over at Jose's middle school, kind of started talking to Arkeisha and ended up hooking her up with us here and saying this is a great girl to interview, really motivated. So she was really instrumental in getting her to us here and helping you just move even, didn't she?
Yeah,
help you get here and everything. So yeah, she's done a great job here and just kind of reassuring us of the path that Arkeisha was on. So the challenges and habits that were holding you back and what made you decide you needed a change.
There were several challenges and unhealthy habits that were holding me back from becoming the person I wanted to be. I struggled with consistency and managing stress in healthy ways. At times I allowed fear, doubt, and past experiences to affect my decisions and keep me from fully believing in my potential. And then why I decided to make a change, what made me decide I needed a change was realizing that I wanted more for myself and my children than just surviving day to day. I became tired of feeling stuck, overwhelmed, and uncertain about the future. I knew I could not continue living without stability, direction, and healthy environment to grow in. I started recognizing that if I wanted a better future, I had to make different choices and take accountability for my healing and personal growth. I wanted to break unhealthy cycles, build a stable foundation, and become the best version of myself, not only for me, but for my children as well.
Absolutely. Okay. So kind of highlighting some of the skills that you developed here, like your budgeting, different things like that, and how being accountable helped you grow even when you were uncomfortable.
Yes. I have developed many important life skills that have helped me grow personally and prepare for a more stable future. I've learned better communication skills, healthier ways to manage stress, and how to express my emotions in a more positive and productive way. Also, just like with budgeting and having self-discipline and to know that I can really do that. Because before this, I just was spent crazy. So just to know that I have that ability to be able to have that discipline is one of my biggest things. And then another important skill I developed is learning how to ask for help and use available resources instead of trying to handle everything on my own. I've also gained problem-solving skills, improved decision-making, and a stronger sense of independence and confidence.
Okay, and a couple of specific turning points, things where something clicked in your life.
One major moment was realizing that I could not continue carrying the same mindset and habits if I wanted my life to change. I began understanding that healing and growth required consistency, accountability, and a willingness to step outside of my comfort zone. Another turning point was seeing progress within myself, even in small ways, just simple as me paying something off on my credit, and working towards having better credit. Also, one of my biggest things that I'm proud of is getting my driver's license after not having it for 10 years. So that's one of my main goals. Just being able to save money. So those were a lot of things, me seeing my savings build. So that was a turning point for me, and not feeling like I'm in a hole and I'm trying to dig myself out and what's gonna happen next.
And Arkeisha's funny because I was explaining to her about, the interest. She's in a really good high interest savings, and the interest that she could earn if she kept the majority of her money in her savings account and then just used her checking as she needed. And she got to the point, I'd be like, oh my gosh, she'd come in for her budget and she'd have like $10 left in her checking. All of it was in savings. She'd pay her bills and just put it all in savings.
That's the best way to do it.
Yeah, every time. It's really funny.
I'm broke, but I'm not broke.
No.
Because I don't want to mess with it.
Yeah, so she took that to heart. So, okay. So where you're headed next, the goals that you're working toward, and some of the, maybe like schooling or some of the different things that have kind of changed you, and how the program has prepared you for that.
Yes, the goals I'm currently working towards are creating long-term stability, independence, and a healthy future for myself and my children. One of my biggest goals is securing stable housing where my family can feel safe, comfortable, and supported. Having a stable home is important to me because it represents security, consistency, and a fresh start for us. And also building financial independence by maintaining employment, improving my financial habits, and continuing to work towards long-term goals, career goals. And one of those is me going to school. I will be going to school next month for phlebotomy, so I'm excited about that and starting a different career.
And a traveling one, it makes a lot more money, and she has a friend that's kind of set her on a really good path to be able to do that. So it's kind of a unique program that I wasn't even aware of that she's going to be doing. That's going to really up her income. So that's really cool. And then the one thing I want to say kind of along that is that, so the people in her life and different ones that have been in her past as she has changed, they have seen this change in her, and it has built a lot of respect that they're looking at her now like, and the relationships, all of a sudden she's the one that has just got her goals and her plans, and they're going to be left behind if they don't hop in line. So. The other one was just going through, and I want to say something before you go to this. So one thing that Arkeisha's done too is she's really she takes on the things that, to learn different things. And so like Jan Chris has really helped her, she's helped her cook, you cook that cake from scratch.
She taught me how to bake a cake.
Yeah, just some different skills and stuff. And Arkeisha's a great cook anyway. I mean, once again, the way she works, and then she shows me this food she makes, these great dinners. It's like, I don't know, where her energy comes from. But it's been cool to see her pick up the skills that, Jan Chris is offering her to pick up. She doesn't have to do that, but she does, and that's really cool. So did you want to say anything else about the things you've discovered here? Oh, and you've been such a great community member with all the other girls and all the other guys that have been here. We don't have any right now. We're going to have one coming into this week, but just such a great helper and community member. Her kids are fantastic. But did you want to say anything else about
Yes, I
your
would
stuff?
like.
And then I know you wanted to thank some people and all that stuff.
And,
Oh, yeah.
okay, do you want me to do this one? I think so.
Yeah.
Okay.
So how the program's prepared her for the next step? She has more to say about that.
It has prepared me for the next step in my life by giving me the structure, support, and guidance I needed to rebuild a strong foundation for myself and children.
It's fine.
Well, all in all, it has been a wonderful experience. If it wasn't for Jill starting this whole process, thanks to her and being on me like, hey, call, did you call me? I don't know where me and my kids would be today. Honestly, she was the starting effect for this. And then I just had to put in the work. I'm like, please give me a chance. I can show you guys that I can do this. I knew that this would be a turning point for me and my kids because I wanted different. And I got tired of going through the same things that I've been going through for the last couple of years. So I just knew that this would be the perfect program for me and my children.
Yeah. And I wanted to tell you, so when we're talking money, Arkeisha has $12,142.81. And every penny is accounted for. And she has paid off like close to $5,000 of debt in all this time. So to put it in perspective, in October, you came in here with $5? I don't know. It just wasn't.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Yeah. Because she was living just day to day surviving. And so I can't say enough about her. And I know Mary has really sewed into her life. Is she here?
Yeah, Mary's back here.
There she is. Okay. There she is.
All right, well, congratulations.
Thank you.
Are you excited?
Yes.
Okay. Congratulations. There is so much that I could say about her. She has been doing some work. She's been doing some work. One of the things that I like about God is that He's just so amazing. He's so amazing. And the word says, be not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed. How? By the renewing of my mind. What used to work for me then can't work for me now. And once I go back to the way I used to think, I'm going to get what I used to get. And so when you start talking about changing your life, it's about a whole new lifestyle. And all of that old stuff has got to go. And so today, I wanted to give you something a little bit different. Give you what we give everybody, but I wanted to give you something else. You are about to embark on a new journey. And so I wanted to give you a butterfly. And a butterfly signifies a new beginning. Oftentimes you have seen me give out a frog for not going backwards. But I don't want you to go backwards. I want that to be a given. But I want to give you a butterfly because this is a new beginning. And going backwards cannot be an option. Anybody remember what happened to Lot's wife when she looked back? So we don't want to look back. Because I'm telling you, if you look back long enough, guess what you do? You go back. And so we want to be careful not to look back, but to keep looking forward. Because the Bible says that you are a chosen priesthood. You're a royal generation. And so, since you like to write so much, I brought you a purple pen, and it says that you are royalty. And whenever you get done, I want you to always remember who you are and remember whose you are. Because if you can always remember whose you are, you won't go back anyway. Because God is into multiplication. He's not into dividing. He don't want you to go back. He wants you to keep going forward. And when you feel like you can't go any further, just know that He's ever present. He'll never leave you and He'll never forsake you. All He wants you to do is to keep looking to the hills from which cometh your help. And all your help comes from Him. A lot of times we think we've done it. We haven't done anything. But, you know, a lot of times our best thinking on our best day get us in trouble. So I want to give you your owl so that you can stay in your wise mind. That's your balance. Stay there. Because when you start leaning to your own understanding, you know you're in trouble. I want to say to you, congratulations again. And sky's the limit. And if you ever mess up, fall on your back. Because if you can look up, you can always get up.
She wants to say a couple more things here.
Okay, and I would also like to say thank you to everyone that's been a part of my journey, whether it was cooking food or, you know, the volunteers, Amy, Kelly, Jen, Chris, and Rudy. They have been a lovely help since I've been here. The ladies of the community, they've all helped me in some sort of way, whether it's butter or I need to talk to somebody or a ride or whatever the case may be. They've been there. Also the kids, I see the kids around. They play with my kids. But I just really want to say thank you to everyone. Also my sponsor, thank you for being here as well. But I just want to tell everyone thank you. I just can't say thank you enough in so many words, but you guys all helped me in some sort of way, whether it was small or big. Rayshonda, I forgot about you. Andrea, Mary, she was my counselor for therapy. Just everybody, really. Everybody in this room, whether I know you or not, thank you for being here and being here to celebrate me and my children. My sister, thank you for being here as well, my nephew. Thank everyone. And thank you for being on this journey with me. And this is a new start for me. I'm just getting started. This is to new beginnings.
And she is going to go into our graduate program and continue to get support and as she moves forward with a lot of different things. And I want to say again too about her kids and Jose being out there just kind of managing the playground a lot of times. And all of our kids are so good to each other and so kind to each other. And I really think it's amazing to watch them play together. So anyway, you guys clean up a little better, but you guys are all amazing people. So anyway, thank you again. Thank you for trusting me and trusting the rest of us here, because it's not easy to open up your life and your money to people sometimes, so,
Yeah.
yeah.
But it's like, when you all the way at rock bottom, how worse can it be? So that's how I thought of it, like, it can't get no worse than this, so I gotta do something to change it. So.
Yeah, yeah.